Alright, and here we go. Let's get going. Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Danny here today. Welcome back to the Classic Sonic series. And today, we are officially going to be starting the best game in the Classic Sonic series, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, technically, because we're playing it technically combined through the ability of Sonic 3 Air, which is basically just a widescreen port of Sonic 3. But I did add a few things, because I decided to add some things to Sonic 3 Air. So here is some of the things that I have added, because we are basically going to be playing it like it's Sonic 3 Complete, which is a ROM hack of Sonic 3 and Knuckles, which basically combines its, like it has always been one game, but it also had a lot of more options to the series, but it also had some more options to it, as well as did some things like puts Flying Battery after Carnival Nights, because Flying Battery was always supposed to be after Carnival Nights Zone. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the game real quick. So obviously I've already beaten the game here, so I've already gone through everything and collected all the Super Emeralds. But obviously we are going to just I'm gonna go ahead and actually we'll just start a new save file. So as you can see, so we can play as Sonic and Tails, Sonic alone, Tails alone, Knuckles alone, or Knuckles and Tails, which isn't in the original, but hey. But anyway, obviously, we are going to be playing as the Blue Blur himself and his sidekick Fox. So here we are. We are heading to Angel Island. I didn't do any sprites changes, obviously, because obviously I wasn't going to do that. I'm trying to play it as normal as possible. And as you can see, we are hearing something different that is not in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, the original soundtrack from Sonic 3. And anyway, here we are in Angel Island Zone. So, I guess, so Angel Island Zone, okay, yeah, we got this, I put the outer images on for this, but anyway, so Sonic 3 is widely considered one of the best classic Sonic games of all time. And now we're about to go to our first special stage, which, you don't have to get 50 rings anymore, you just have to, but what you have to do in order to get to the special stages is you actually have to explore. And this is what I was talking about with Sonic CD, where that game wanted you to explore, but it wasn't done as great. This game actually does exploration a lot better compared to the other, and compared to Sonic CD. And of course, we're also playing some of the best mini games of all time, Blue Sphere. Which, I didn't used to like Blue Sphere because of how difficult it was for me to do, but I think Blue Sphere is very good now. Ever since I started playing Mania, so. Either way, so yeah. Blue Spheres, pretty much just get all the Blue Spheres, and you will be golden. And don't touch the red spheres, otherwise you'll be kicked out. And anyway, that is our first Chaos Emerald. Bum, bum, ba-da-dun. Let's go. And we also gotta continue for collecting all the rings in the Blue Sphere stage. And of course, now we are back in the game. Now we're back in the stage. Now I should let's see here. I guess I should probably start explaining the story behind Sonic 3. But first, let's go ahead and go to this bonus stage. So there are 3 bonus stages in this game, 1 from Sonic 3 and 2 from Sonic and Knuckles. So they all each have so you have to either have 25, 25 35 or 50 rings in order to enter the bonus stages. And they have all 3 different ones, which I think is kind of neat compared to, yeah. So basically, these aren't the special stage anymore, they're just bonus stages. Which, you don't have to do any of them, so I'm just gonna go ahead and, I guess, leave. Now, I guess I should probably start explaining the history of Sonic 3, so... The history after Sonic 3, the development of Sonic 3 is that, pretty much after Sonic 2, not co-creator, but, hold on, I guess we better, go to our first mini-boss. So, in pretty much all acts, there is a mini-boss and a main, in every zone, there is a mini-boss and a main boss, so you'll have a boss in every single, stage, basically. And now, let's go ahead and go into, Special Stage 2. Now, the special stages don't really get difficult until probably, I'd say around the, I'd say probably around the 5 to 6 mark. I guess. So, yeah. So, anyway, I should probably start... So, anyway, as I was saying about the history of Sonic 3, or the development history of Sonic 3, so... Obviously, after Sonic 2, co-creator and co-developer Yuji Naka, who was known for co-creating Sonic, and, well, basically creating the Sonic sprite that we know today, person behind the Sonic 3, or the Sonic team, I guess, technically, so, yep, okay, and anyway, that is Special Stage 2, but, basically, as I explained with Sonic 2, Sonic 2 was made by both, Sega and, the, American institution, Sega STI, or Sega Technical Institute. But then, Yuji Naka decided to, go back to working in, Sega Japan, instead of, dealing with everything else. I guess. I don't know, I don't know the full explanation, but I know mostly about that, I guess. And also, this is the first game to have the elemental shields, which we, had in all the other, remake games. Now we are at the first mini-boss, who, set, fucking... Ah, damn it, I got a water shield. Well, it's fine. Hell yeah. And also, each zone each act has their own, music. Which, honestly, feels cool. And now, let's go ahead and go to the third special stage, which isn't too bad either. None of these really get bad, as I say, until around, like, 5 or 6. Anyway, as I like to explain, so, after, the completion of Sonic 2, Yuji Naka went back to working, back in Japan. And of course, the goal with Sonic 3 was to create the ultimate adventure. And, originally they were actually gonna do a 3D game design, which would later become 3D Blast. But they, due to time constraints, they couldn't, really manage to do that. So they just decided to do 2D. And of course, the goal of it being one massive adventure was unfortunately cut short. Due to not only marketing, but also because of McDonald's for actually a somewhat strange, well, not a strange reason, but McDonald's actually did influence Sega into splitting Sonic 3 and Sonic 3 Knuckles into 2 parts. which is why Sonic 3 alone feels so short, because it was the first set, because it was only the first part of Sonic 3, while Sonic and Knuckles was the second part. Now, now I don't blame Sega for splitting the game into 2 parts. But the time constraints definitely did not, well, the time constraints and the influence of marketing did not help it. So then, obviously, having to split it apart, which sucks. Which is also why the only reason the lock-on technology for Sonic and Knuckles only existed for that game was so you could obviously so you can put Sonic 3 with which obviously so you can put Sonic 3 with Sonic put Sonic and Knuckles with Sonic 3 and get Sonic 3 and Knuckles. But you can also use it for Sonic 2. And then you can play Knuckles in Sonic 2, which I do think was very interesting. It was really cool. It was like DLC before DLC. Now, obviously, they didn't do it for Sonic 1 due to apparently development issues for whatever reason. I'm not sure why, because obviously the ROM hack community would later be able to do so. And so, I don't know why. But probably also because apparently Knuckles didn't really fit the game well. Apparently, there's different sources to this, but anyway, let's go ahead and go to Special Stage 4. And obviously you'll want to go backwards for this one, because if you don't, it'll make the stage a bit harder. So anyway, Special Stage 4 is not too bad, but it is where the special stages start getting a little bit difficult. But they aren't too bad. So, anyway, so we did that. Oh, what was I about to say? So yeah, history of Sonic 3 is mostly that, and yeah, it's kind of weird. But hey, it still gave us the best Sonic game ever made. And yeah, it's pretty interesting. Where the hell are the last 3 blue spheres? I cannot see them. Oh, there they are. I'm just blind. Okay, there we go. All right, that is all the special stages in Angel Island. Because there's only 2 rings per. Because there's only 2 big rings per act and 4 big rings per zone. So yeah, just prepare to only get 4 in this stage, and then get 3 in the next stage. I guess what else should we talk about with Sonic 3? I guess well, I guess also we need to talk about the story with Sonic 3, because that's obviously important. So after the events of Sonic 2, the Death Egg had crashed into Angel Island, which is why we are here right now. Okay, and this is the second bonus game that we have, which I think is pretty cool, honestly. So yeah, let's see. So yeah, the story with Sonic 3. Okay, whatever. Sure. We probably need the fire shield up, so we're fucked, but anyway, so Death Egg crashes on Angel Island, which is protected by the Master Emeralds, which allows it to stay afloat. And of course, when Eggman sees this, he is shocked by its power. But of course, but of course is also protected by the one and only Knuckles the Echidna. But as you know, or as you should know, Knuckles is an idiot.
Shut up!
Oh shit. Why did I do that? Oh my god. Anyway, oh, we still have the fire shield. Oh, we keep our fire shield after death. I'm right, that's a setting in this game, I forgot. Anyway, as I was saying, Knuckles, however, is a, big-ass idiot.
Shut up!
And, Eggman tricks Knuckles into thinking Sonic is the bad guy, which Knuckles unfortunately falls for, which obviously causes him to, knock Sonic out of his super form, which honestly is kind of fucking crazy. And, yeah, now Sonic has to collect the Chaos Emeralds again and stop Dr. Eggman. Tails, don't fly! Leave me alone! Do-do-do-do-do-do. The music in this game is fucking awesome, like, I swear. This is probably the best of the classic Sonic series in terms of music, not counting 3D Blast, because 3D Blast's music is obviously also very good, but... Anyway, that is Angel Island Zone, and also, the neat thing with Sonic 3 is that it feels like a whole connected world. Kind of like Super Mario World. Oh no, it's Knuckles! That little bastard! And anyway, we are going to Hydro City Zone, which, we're already at a water level, but honestly, this is actually probably one of the best water, I'm actually not mad about it, because honestly, this is actually probably one of the best water levels in the classic Sonic series. Ironically, because even though water stages in the classic Sonic series are typically very bad, this one is actually one of the better ones, surprisingly enough. And yeah, it's kind of crazy how this is actually better than most of the other ones. But yeah, so, as I was saying about the story, yeah, so we gotta go get the Chaos Emeralds and stop Eggman from rebuilding his Death Egg. Obviously. And also deal with Knuckles on the way. Which is unfortunate. Alright. We're running! Alright, here we go! Moonwalking on water! Yahoo! God, the speed in this game, it's so, like, God, Sonic just feels so fucking fast in this game, I swear. This is the fastest that Sonic is ever in the classic Sonic series, which is probably why this is the best game ever made. Now, though, honestly, critics actually, critics back then actually kind of panned this as not anything special. I think probably because of the splits, games. I think probably because of the split games, or just not as or it's just not being or it's probably just not as impactful as Sonic 1 in Tails Drown. Not as impactful as Sonic 1 or Sonic 2, but us, actual fans of this game love this game to death. And now let's go ahead and go to the 5th special stage. And as you can see, it's the color of Flying Battery Zone. Which is why Flying Battery Zone actually comes after Sonic, which actually comes after Carnival Night, because the special stages are based on the color, are actually based on the color palettes of the stages, believe it or not, which I think is actually kind of cool. Not gonna lie, I think it's a really neat detail. But yeah, this is where they start. But yeah, this is where these special stages start to get a bit tricky. Though, honestly, this one isn't actually too bad. You can get through it, but it's not the easiest. It's easy for me since I've practiced these Blue Sphere stages fucking forever. So, anyway, that's our 5th Chaos Emerald. We're not gonna go ahead and get the we're gonna go ahead and wait until Act 2 in order to get the rest of them. But yeah. But yeah, Sonic 3 is still a very much favorite to a lot of people, and which is understandable. Now, fun fact about this boss is that, in the original Sonic 3, there's actually a little bit of a mistake that, it makes with, this mini-boss, because, the mini-boss actually accidentally plays the boss music instead of the normal mini-boss music, which are both different, ironically. But anyway, that is the end for Act 1, and as you can see, the, little, thingamajiggies on the, below the 1 are actually different, because, Sonic 3 Complete actually has those. Has those, different title screen little things. Oh god. We're about to get crushed! Ooh, shit. Oh yeah, and I'm playing with the Sonic 3 and Knuckles layout, by the way, because Sonic 3's layout is actually believe it or not, harder than Sonic, which is actually, believe it or not, harder than Sonic 3 and Knuckles, weirdly enough. For some reason. And also, this is probably one of the best tracks, and this is also probably one of the best tracks in Sonic 3. Holy shit, this music is so goddamn good. God, the music in this game is awesome. It's fucking epic. Like, goddamn. Like, Sega really fucking did hammer with this game. And it's goddamn crazy how fucking awesome this game is. I'm trying to look for the 6th special stage. I forget if it's after this or if it's before this. Okay. Destroy that. Alright, let's go ahead and keep going. I don't think we're missing the 6th Chaos Emerald. Or the 6th special stage. I hope, at least. I think it's after this. Is it? No, I don't think it is. I think after this is the 7th. Oh dear. Okay. So let's see here. Okay, we are still completely fine. Okay, this is the part where we need to be at for the next castle. Okay, I just saw it. Okay, I see it right over there. Okay, here it is. Okay, here's the 6th special stage. So, this special stage, actually, you're gonna want to actually be careful with, because, this is where you're gonna have to start getting used to, gates with these special stages. Because, so gates are a, thing in Sonic 3 to where you close off one part of the blue spheres, and then you come back later to close off the gate. So you get one set of blue spheres here, and then you go back and clear that gate. Which yeah, it's a very good strat that I would recommend doing. Because if you actually don't do that strat, it will make these special stages a lot harder to deal with. So be careful with these. But either way, we I think we've already done this. So alright. Okay, so we're good. So now we just need to close off all of these gates, and we will be fine and dandy for this special stage. So yeah, this one isn't too bad, but you do need to learn about the closing gates technique. Otherwise, you will have trouble completing these later special stages. Now, it's obviously a trick that I learned from watching YouTubers play through these special stages, so yeah. Anyway, so now we're completely fine and dandy for now. Until we get to the 7th special stage, which I should remember where it is. And I'll point it out when we get to there. Yeah, I just want to take a minute and appreciate the beauty of this game. Like, god damn. Cause I'm trying to find stuff to talk about so I don't have to just be silent for points where I'm not talking about this game, but also to where I can actually give y'all to where I can also talk about stuff with y'all for what I plan to do, I guess. God damn it, shit. But yeah, I'll try and be a little bit more talkative with these videos, and or I'll try to be a little bit more talkative here. But if I do forget to talk, it will be my entire fault, because obviously I don't. What the fuck did Tails do? Okay, Tails, you just died not regularly. Okay. Anyway, oh shit. Okay. Okay, we got the water shield or bubble shield, and we are at the point of the next big ring. So we need to go ahead and get to there. So here we are. So this is where we need to be for the next big ring. Here it is, and now let's go ahead and go to the last special stage 7. So, and I also would recommend learning about the box technique a little bit, because of these parts here are the box technique that I'm talking about, because there's these separate like blue sphere areas where they aren't complete. Fuck my life! Shit. We would have to reset everything, and if we wanted to grab that big ring. So yeah. I'm not gonna do that though, because I don't want to do that. So yeah. Holy shit! Knuckles! You motherfucker! Knuckles is an asshole. But anyway, we are at the end. Let's go ahead and go to the bonus stage and grab some stuff. Wait, 30? I thought it was 35 where you go to, I guess it might be 40 actually. What the hell, Sonic? Are you serious? Whatever. I don't care anyway, but anyway, let's go ahead and go to the boss, which is a little bit difficult without Supersonic, but I should be able to do this correctly. Because with Supersonic, you can just go up that, and he'll take you with you, and you'll just go for a ride. Either way, so what's this stage actually wants you to do is use these bombs to lift you up into Eggman. But I can just bounce on his head when I get to launch to one of them, and he is down for the count. And there we go. That is the end of Hydrocity Zone, or Hydrocity Zone, Hydrocity Zone, whatever the hell you want to call it. Oh shit! Why is Tails moonwalking? Anyway, we are in a Marble Garden Zone, and this is kind of a mid-stage, honestly. Because honestly, out of all the stages in Sonic 3 Standard, this stage and the last stage are the only ones that are kind of just Oh, we got these, like, bouncy spikes, which, you will learn, which actually you will learn about later, because there'll be a section. Oh god, look, that's the mini-boss. We gotta kill him. Well, we did it. There's these little spike things, which, I will teach you about later, but, anyway, so Marble Garden, very, just, oh god, this stage is just not that good. No, it's not bad, but it definitely isn't. Really? Well, at least we don't lose our rings. I think we do in the original, though, so. Okay, anyway. I'm so not used to having not supersonic. Oh, here's the special stage right here. Okay, so now we're back at the 7th special stage, and we are going to try this again. So there are 2 techniques in these special stages. There's the box technique, where you use these incompleted parts to complete the box, and of course the gate technique, which you will want to use for some of them. So anyway, yeah, that's basically all with this special stage. This special stage actually isn't terrible. I just got fucked a little bit. So where's the next? Oh, there's the next box. Okay, we need to go over there and get that one. So clear off that, I guess. Okay, we weren't able to succeed with that and clearing the gates, but okay, we did it anyway, but or clearing the box. But anyway, we've got all 7 Chaos Emeralds. Let's go! That took a little bit longer than I expected, but hey, we still got them all. Sonic got all Chaos Emeralds. Hell yeah! And now Sonic can become Super Sonic. Let's go! And of course, we have 50. Oh, yeah, we just dropped down here. And now we have 50 ring. Well, we already have 50 rings, and pretty much all we have to do is do the same thing that we would do in most of these remakes. Is just jump up and press Y or X or Y X or triangle Y or X depending on what console you're on, and transform. And I'm using the Sonic 3 prototype Supersonic music, obviously. I've used it for all 3 games for whatever reason. I'm not sure why. I guess just because it's unique. Because I don't like hearing the invincibility theme for the whole damn time. Because honestly, that shit gets annoying really quick. Ironically enough. Aw, that one isn't very good. There's now it's still using the normal sprite. It's still using some of the normal sprites for Supersonic, because they would just recolor Sonic. Oh, we have the air dash. Oh yeah, I forgot that this game gives us the air dash for Supersonic, because normally that'd be a hypersonic ability. But yeah, and I would actually recommend using the when you actually have Supersonic, I'd recommend using the lightning shield for the entire time, because with this you're basically unstoppable. You are basically a fucking it will make most of these stages a goddamn cakewalk. Anyway, it is time for the mini boss, so let's go ahead and get rid of him. Which, we didn't. So yeah, see, he's using the, this normal Sonic sprite. And also, Tails' controls, for this are different than, the, other games, because this has its own controls to where, you only have to hold up to get Tails to fly. Not any of the other games actually do that. They just do the, up and jump method. And now for Act 2, which I actually think is a slightly better than Act 1. Though there is one section to where it's gonna be a little bit fun. Holy shit, it's Eggman! What's he doing? So what Eggman is doing is he's actually making the stage crumble on itself, which I do think is kind of cool. How where he's interacting with the environment. It's like the attention to detail with this game is just so fucking good, I swear. Again, these spinny tops, they're kind of a pain in the ass. They either go super slow or they go super fast. I don't know why. It makes no sense to me. But it's whatever. But anyway, let's go ahead and do that, and we can use that to bounce. Okay, this is the section I'm talking about, because this is actually another special stage down below here. But as you can see, there's a pair of fake spikes here, and if you get hit by those projectiles, it will. I guess I can try and showcase with Tails over here, if he can get crushed, but. Basically, it would make you jump, it would make you knock back into the spikes, and those spikes would actually crush you. Yeah, so it's a it's a big death trap. And that's kind of one of the Sonic bullshit moments. Well, it's probably the only Sonic bullshit moments during the first part, because the second part is where all the Sonic bullshit moments actually come into play. Weirdly enough, because this game actually has no bullshit moments in this game, unlike Sonic 2, which has a lot of bullshit, and this game doesn't. For whatever reason, I'm not sure why. Well, obviously because they were saving most of it for the later stages for whatever reason. I'm not sure why, but hey, it's whatever. I mean, they could have changed it. Anyway, let's go ahead and, so I guess, what do I want to talk? Okay, and there's these little tiki hats that you gotta potentially hide for. But of course, we can just go through here since we don't, need the fire shield. So, anyway, I guess what do I talk about with this game? Because I know there's a few things that I have yet to mention, I guess? Oh wait, I think I need the spinning top for this one. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I do need the spinning top. Because I passed by it, like an idiot. There's really nothing else I can think to talk about, apart from, one other thing. So I guess I'll do that one, when we get to, well, actually, when we get to the stage, or, do I even have the music selected for those? I don't remember, honestly. I'll have to see, when we get to those. But I'll save it for the, next zone, because that's, where they, starts coming into play. Because why not? Oops. I got myself crushed. Anyway, so this part of the crumbling stage is actually kind of a tricky part, I would say, because, there's actually one part, when you're going down, not one part where you're going down, but, the top is actually slowly, collapsing, as you can see right there. And, if you don't get here, and if you don't go through that part, or don't go through some of these parts, you will get stuck, and you will get crushed. So, be fast with these, because you want to. Oops, I did not mean to do that. But we're also, actually getting, we're actually almost at the boss, so, hold on. Anything over, I feel like there is. Actually, okay, I guess there isn't, because I don't see if there is anything over here, but, anyway, let's go ahead and, take care of Eggman. So basically, you can, start hitting him. Now, he won't, now, it's kind of impossible to actually kill him here. but it's not impossible to get so many hits on him. Now, this is actually kind of a unique fight because you actually use Tails to fly with Eggman. Or not, or into Eggman. Which honestly, I think is probably one of the cool, which honestly, I think this makes it one of the coolest fights ever. So, and anyway, that is, Eggman. Well, that is the boss. It's pretty easy. It's not too easy, but it is pretty nice. Anyway, so now we are heading to Carnival Nights, and, which music am I using? Okay, I'm using the, I'm using the prototype music for this. Because, one thing I haven't mentioned yet with, this game is the involvement with, Michael Jackson. Yeah. Because, Michael Jackson was apparently a Sonic fan, and, he actually, did work on some of the tracks for, Sonic 3. Specifically these next 3 zones. Carnival Nights, and the Carnival Nights, Ice Cap, and, Launch Bay zones, which are based on some of his songs. Now, obviously, now, he actually isn't even credited here, because, he actually did, lead the project at some point. Because he did lead the project, and, Sega didn't want to credit him at the time, because, Michael Jackson was actually going through, some rough, he was going through some rough, legal trouble by that time, so, not because he didn't, well, because I thought he did something bad, but, well, at least I guess. You could read the Wikipedia page, for, Sonic. You could read the Wikipedia page for, Sonic. Why do I keep jumping down? You can read the Wikipedia page for Sonic 3 about, Michael Jackson's involvements with this game. But yeah, I don't, have that music equipped, because obviously, it's actually kind of one of the main reasons why, Sega refuses to re-release this game as often, because the music actually has some legal issues to deal with, and, obviously, Sega doesn't want to deal with licensing and all that shit, so they just usually don't do that. Because, now, obviously the, no, I'm gonna go ahead and transfer to Supersonic, but, these are actually the original, songs for the game. Like, before Michael Jackson got involved. But, of course, these would be later, re-released in the PC version of, Sonic 3 and Knuckles. But of course, they were updated into the, but of course, obviously they were updated into the MIDI formats, which actually makes them kind of sound pretty bad, honestly. Yeah, it actually does make them sound pretty bad compared to, yeah, it does make them actually sound pretty bad compared to the other, prototype version, because the prototype version is actually just being played out of the Genesis, and they actually sound pretty good. Now, obviously, I do prefer the originals, the original release, music, but I do think these are actually, prototype musics are actually pretty good. Weirdly enough, yeah. They're pretty good. Very good. But, yeah, that's basically what I had to say. And anyway, we are about to head to the mini-boss, which, actually, is kind of different. Because you actually can't damage the boss. So what you have to do is you actually have to get this, electrical thing out and use its top to attack its, core. Which is kind of weird, which is actually kind of weird from, all the other, stages. So, pretty interesting, not gonna lie. And anyway, that is the end for Act 2, or Act 1, not Act 2. I've been getting my shit mixed up, but yeah. So, Act 2 is actually, it's got a section. I love oh my god, I love Act 2's music. It's so, this Act 2's music is actually really fucking good, and I actually prefer it. And I actually kind of do prefer it to the, I actually do prefer this over the, I actually do kind of prefer this over the original Act 2's music in the original release. Because of how fucking groovy it sounds. Like, it's so damn catchy, like shit. Like, goddamn. Now, so yeah, I replaced it for all the music. So yeah, I replaced all the music with the prototype unreleased soundtrack instead of using the original. Unfortunately, but yeah. But usually when I do play Sonic 3 Air, I usually only replace Carnival Night in Launch Base, because Carnival Night and Launch Base are the only tracks I'm okay with the change. Ice Cap, I mean, come on, come on. That song is so fucking, oh god, oops. That I did not mean to do that, but that song is just so fucking iconic. Like, it's not easy to get rid of. And, yeah, we'll be having to deal with these barrels a little bit later. But you'll see what I mean later. So. But it's gonna be, I think it's gonna be after, yeah, this, because, Knuckles is gonna break the lights. Like a little asshole. Yeah, you asshole, you motherfucker. No, Tails, you asshole! Don't break the goddamn thing. I want to get the water. I want to get the bubble shield first. Okay, there we go. But yeah, I'll show you the parts, the tricky parts, when we get to that. Oops, I did not mean to do that. The water is actually draining here, so, you will be fine in a minute. This is where it starts, yeah, this is where it starts, going down. So you're basically fine. Alrighty. Oh, god damn it. Come on! Get me up there. I want to try and get 50 rings so I can be supersonic. Okay. Come on, give me my 50 rings. Alright, there we go. Okay. Let's be supersonic. Let's see here. Go down. Okay. Oh, actually, where are we going? Oh, here. Okay. There's some rings up here. We want to grab those. Okay. Now we just need to get to, now we just need to get up, and we see a switch right there, so we can turn the lights back on. Yep, and now we are fine. I think those actually have different, I think the sparkles actually have different looks depending on, okay, this is the part where we, have a ceiling at the top, but, this is where, I think a lot of people got stuck as a kid because, people didn't know how the barrels work. But all you gotta do is just go up and down. That's it. Just hold up and hold down. In a rhythm motion, just go up and down. It's not that hard. Okay. Let's see here. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, there's a special ring. If I wanted, I probably should have grabbed that, but nah, that's whatever. I can wait. Sonic, you're a twisty fucker. Oh, that's normal. So. All right, I'm going fast. Damn, we eat fast as fuck, boy. Yo, it's Nipples. It's Nipples the enchilada. Oh, god damn it. God, you're such an idiot, Knuckles. And anyway, we are at the next boss, which is pretty much a joke when you're as Supersonic, because he's actually supposed to pick up that little green ball down there, but he normally just doesn't whatever the thing. He actually normally just doesn't pick it up. And oh yeah, I guess I almost forgot that yo, Eggman. So next we are going to Flying Battery Zone. Now that's actually not the how it works in Sonic 3. We actually use the cannon in the but that uses the Mushroom Hill stuff for I'm actually not sure why it's using the Mushroom Hill transition. It's kind of weird. Just make me wonder what we're actually gonna have to do for when we get to Mushroom Hill, or what it's actually gonna be called Mushroom Valley, because Mushroom Valley was the original name for Mushroom Hill. So, and also as you can see, Flying Battery has different color. It's actually using its prototype colors, which I did choose as an option, obviously, but also it's nighttime instead of daytime, which you'll actually see, which actually in Ice Cap you'll see that an Ice Cap that Ice Cap will actually be which is the next stage. It'll actually be morning. It'll actually be morning dawn in the verse act, which I do think is actually I do think Sonic 3 Completes gives a very cool detail. And Sonic 3 Air, because it's also an option in Sonic 3 Air if you wanted to do that. But yeah, Flying Battery is a pretty good stage, honestly, because it's just the airship theme. Well, the ship theme with this one is just pretty nice, and the music. Holy shit, the music in this goddamn stage. It is some of the best, it is, again, like Hydro City Zone, it is some of the best soundtrack in the, Sonic series. It is so good. Like, that's what I'm gonna keep saying about literally most. Oh god, we just let some enemies loose. But that's what I'm gonna keep saying about all Sonic games. It has good music. You can't beat the good music allegations. The Sonic series always has good music, which is what critics banned it for its music, the Crush 40 music at least, because they did not like Crush 40. And I honestly don't understand why Crush 40 was such a problem for them. And the 3D Sonic games in general is honestly a problem for most critics, because people think 3D Sonic is pretty bad. Especially, well, and we just died, but especially IGN. IGN is obviously the most infamous fuckers, or obviously probably the most infamous haters of the Sonic series, because they do not understand Sonic at all. I mean, hell, if you've seen some of the reviews, it's fucking stupid of how some of the reviews are. Because the most stupidest review, I think, is is when they gave Sonic Unleashed the HD version a 4. Like a 4. I mean, it's not the best version. I admit. I admit it. I don't think the HD version of Sonic Unleashed is the better game. I think Unleash is the better feeling game. I'm not sure why I think it's, well, it's mostly because I grew up with it. Again, it's my first Sonic game, but I always keep saying that Unleash is better than the HD version. But of course, obviously, people are going to say otherwise because people grew up with the HD version a lot more than the Wii version. The only people who were actually able to play the Wii version were the poor kids who owned the Wii. Which, oh god damn it, which is me. Because most people just bought a 360 or a PS3, or at least the teenagers did. When the kids, they got the Wii because their parents bought it for Wii Sports, and that's basically it. Anyway, enough about modern Sonic. Let's go back to classic Sonic, because yeah, again, music and flying battery, fucking amazing. It, like, goddamn. Yeah, it's so fucking good, man. Like, goddamn. How do they do this shit? Okay, let me like for the magnetizing. Ah, shit. God damn, it's so fucking good. All right, we're getting close to the mini boss here, so let's hurry up and get to that. Oh, look, some bullshit. Oops. Wait, where the fuck am I going? I'm such a fucking idiot. Okay, I'm back to where I was, and we got some Sonic 1 bullshit. That's the only thing we got. Okay, so we gotta wait for these bombs to bomb the bomb this part, so we can get back down. And we are at the mini boss, which is actually pretty easy when you're supersonic, but of course since we don't have supersonic for this, it's actually not as easy. But all you basically gotta do is just let it damage itself. It is relatively easy, even when you're not supersonic, or when you're not supersonic. But when you're supersonic, you could just stand there, just taunting him. All right. We, destroyed him. And there we go, that is the end for Act 1. And that was pretty fun. And now, let's move on to Act 2, which, I actually don't remember a lot about Act 2. But the music, holy shit, it just went up tenfold, holy god! Do-do-do-do. Oh, what the? Oh, fuck, I forgot about that. Oh my god. I'm so dumb. But yeah, that's really... But yeah, honestly, this is all I have to talk about, oh my god. But yeah, honestly, this is all I have to talk about, with, Sonic 3, and... yes. Really nothing else to talk about, so, if I have something to talk about, I will speak, I guess. So, let's go ahead and just, be silent, I guess, and just concentrate on Sonic. Because that's one thing this game needs. Well, that's one thing you need to know about Sonic games. Concentration is key. Well, I guess. I mean, if you're autistic like me, if you've got autism, well, I could just say autism. If you got autism like me, then you would know concentration is a virtue. It is needed to play most games. Well, I don't think it's for all, I don't think it's for most, people with, autism, but it is definitely a trait for me. Because if I can't concentrate on something, then, I'm gonna fail miserably. Which is why I'm usually always silent during recordings, because I'm actually trying to oh, I thought we were about to die. But that's why I'm usually always quiet during these games, because I'm actually trying to concentrate with most of it, so, but yeah. Anyway, we should probably, go to the bonus stage. So, I want to get some little, upgrades. I'll get the fire shield, why not? I kinda want to get the electric shield, because I'm actually probably gonna go supersonic after I leave. So yeah, all of the shields are color-coded. So, blue is bubble, yellow is electric, and red is fire. Let's go ahead and just turn supersonic so we can just zoom through this. Jeez, I almost got fucking crushed there. That would have been bad. Oh, here we are at the, small little mini-boss. Which basically, you just gotta, keep attacking this laser, and, it will slowly be destroyed and destroyed. But that's only part 2 of this boss fight. There is a part 3 to this, and, as you can see, is slowly, crumbling. Well, not crumbling again, but, it is slowly, going up again, so be careful not to get crushed. Oh, Tails, would you help me? You're actually not supposed to go this fast, but hey. Alright, anyway, we are at Act 2. We are at the, second part of this fight, which, basically all you gotta do is, avoid Eggman's fire, and, wait for him to, do a little spin. If he would. Oh wait, does he just stand? Oh yeah, he does just stand there if you just stand above him. He's smart. Eggman actually kind of smart. All right, and anyway, that is the end for Launch Base Zone, which is in its actual order from the from what the actual Sonic 3 order was supposed to be like. And now wonder where we're going. We're gonna jump out the window. Holy shit. Now we're going to Ice Cap. Oh, I did use the original. Okay, I did use the original music for Ice Cap. And actually we do have a and we do actually use the door that we get as a snowboard, which honestly I do think is kind of cool. But yeah, this is some of the originally released music, the Michael Jackson part music, which if you do listen to the actual songs that they are based off, you can actually see a lot of why the music in this game is just so fucking good. Like, Ice Cap's music is, holy shit, Ice Cap's music. It's so goddamn good. I think it's probably the second best music in standalone Sonic 3, to be honest. Cause jeez, holy Louise, it is so calming. I'm actually not even gonna. Let's not even go supersonic for this. I want to listen to. God damn it! I want to listen to this music. I'll only go supersonic if I need to. Oh, shit. Okay, let's go ahead and turn Supersonic and so we can get up. Because we need the speed. Speed is key. Alright, there we go. We're fine. And also, actually, fun fact, there's actually a glitch with the original Sonic, the original Sonic 3, and with Tails alone, actually, I'm not sure actually why this glitch happens. But apparently, because, well, actually, I do know why the glitch happens. The glitch happens because since Tails doesn't ride the snowboard, the screen isn't actually fast enough to, go down. Because, obviously, with Sonic, you actually do ride the snowboard. Because Knuckles doesn't have this problem because, the one thing about Knuckles in, on this game is that he actually has different paths compared to Sonic. Because, for Knuckles' story, it actually takes place after Sonic's story. So, yeah. So Knuckles doesn't have that problem because, he doesn't, go through Sonic's part. But Tails does because he skips literally the entire snowboard parts. And, it's basically a glitch with, like, the camera. That, I guess they couldn't, get unbugged in time. Obviously they couldn't get it unbugged in time of the release, I assume, because, I guess it makes sense, because obviously Sonic 3 did have, time constraints, so, like I said. So yeah, they couldn't... So they couldn't figure it out in time before they, got to it. But anyway, it is time for the, mini-boss, which, actually, is... I guess interesting. It's not really that interesting, but basically all you have to do is, avoid your ball shield. Look, it's now daytime. I got this. Oh, we got another ring monitor. We're gonna save that for when we get to Act 2. But anyway, yeah, that is the end for Act 1. Pretty good, pretty good. And now we're gonna be moving on to Act 2. Which is actually kind of a common remix of Act 1. Which I actually do like, but I do prefer Act 1's music, honestly, so. God damn it. I don't know why I turned Supersonic there. I didn't really need to. Oh. These little platforms that we had to, that makes us jump up. Which you will need to use, and we'll need to figure out. It's not too hard to figure out, but it is kind of confusing when you first encounter them. Alright, and that is the first, oh, fuck! Oh, look, Eggman monitors. Assholes. Diddle-doo-doo, 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 diddle-doo-doo. Oh, is it here? Oh, we just had to go. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, I should probably get rings. I don't have any rings. What the hell happened there? Oh, there's actually a little secret area up there. If you want, it'll actually give you a lot of rings, but we're not gonna be able to get out there. the spin dash. But anyway, we are at the boss, and of course we'll have to do it normally. So for this boss, Eggman will lower this little thing, and which will spray ice, or I guess frost around the thing, which you do have to be aware of because it will hurt you. It actually is kind of. Oh. Is it in a pattern? It doesn't seem like it is. Okay, we've destroyed this thing, so now, okay, there we go. Get fucked, Eggman. Alright. That is the end for Ice Cap. So now we are going to Launch Base Zone. Very good. Holy shit. I think there's a special ring behind here, I believe. Yeah, there is. I do remember that one. And anyway, we were in Launch Base Zone, which is the last zone in Sonic 3. So, yeah. This is where Sonic 3 ends. I mean, obviously you don't go through Launch Base Zone in the original Sonic 3, so... Shit. And, yeah, Launch Base Zone is where the, Death Egg is actually starting to be repaired, and where it crash landed. So now, while the Death Egg is being, repaired, we obviously had to go get Eggman, too. So, yeah. Yeah, Launch Base Zone, it's actually, this is the other stage that's just okay. It's not very fun, honestly. I do think this is actually probably the, my least favorite stage in Sonic, 3. Not because it's not a bad stage, it just doesn't have as many interesting ideas as, the other stages. I do think, Marble Garden is the better stage, to be fair, so, yeah. Oh, come on, spin dash. Bitch. Let's go ahead and listen to the music. Shit. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. The music here is... But the prototype music here is actually very good. I love the Genesis... Oh, I love the Genesis soundtrack so much. It's just so goddamn good. It's that fucking, it's just that sound, it's like that Genesis sound chip in general, honestly, is just so iconic. Oh shit. Well, that's actually an alarm, so, oh shit. I think we just have to, okay, we just have to go down, I think, yeah. Okay. There we go. Oh, we're at the end. Okay, so we're at the end of Act 1. Eggman was carrying something, which you're about to see in a bit. Oh shit, Knuckles is a bomb. Now we're actually gonna stay in here for a little bit because it's actually a notes that you actually barely even hear with this track. There it is. You can only hear that in Launch Base Zone, or if you... Oh, well, we're going to the bonus stage. And this is the third bonus stage, which is the original one from Sonic 3. you can only hear that if you go through launch bay zone, or if you actually do the small little glitch with oh. I don't know why the boss music started playing. Why do I hear boss music? And we didn't even see Eggman put the stuff in the shit. Why? I assume it's some sort of like glitch, I guess. And that's Act 1. Anyway, what was I? Anyways, yeah, you can only hear that music track if you. You can only hear that music track if you go through yeah, you can basically only hear that little music track if you stay in there for long, or if you do the electric shield glitch in Emerald Hill, where you double tap the control pad when do you need that electric shield? I don't remember, but it's a glitch where it'll make you double jump, or it'll make you jump when just about when Knuckles hits the switch. Which honestly, I'm kind of surprised that Sega was actually able to get away with that one. Okay, I guess they got away with splitting this game into 2 parts. So yeah, I guess so. So I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, go ahead and smash that. How's that? Okay, weird. Okay, we're gonna go down these pipes. Oh. I hear a laser. It's trying to chop me in half. So wait, what happens if a robot goes through there? Will it chop that in half? Does Eggman just not care for Bagneck's safety? I would hope he would. I mean, he should care for the Bagnecks that's... I mean, I guess he should care for the Bagnecks that he is creating, so... Fucking stealing all the woodland creatures and just trying to... I mean, he's stealing all the woodland creatures for a reason, so... To power his robots. Oh, we're in the water. Shit! Okay, I probably do want to get rings here before I do get to the boss, because, yeah, because we actually have 3 bosses in the zone. Well, yeah, we have 3 bosses in the zone. We have, Eggman's, first phase, his second phase, and then his, third phase, which you actually don't even see in Sonic 3 and Knuckles when you play as Sonic. I don't know why though. It fucking makes no sense to me why it doesn't appear in Sonic 3 and Knuckles and only appears in Sonic 3. Probably because it wasn't actually originally supposed to be in the game, but they put it in there anyway just to have a final boss for Sonic 3. Anyway, phase 1 is ridiculously easy, and now we just gotta take the Eggmobile and get to the Death Egg zone, or the Death Egg. Hello, Knuckles. Wow, what an asshole. Oh shit, he's about to fall. And he fell. Yeah, right now the Death Egg is actually flying. So we need to get to the Death Egg quickly and so we can take it down. Which we're gonna be landing on here, and then we're gonna be doing these third phase. Then we're gonna be doing the third phase, or the second phase of this fight, which also is pretty easy, ironically. So all you need to do for this stage is you just need to avoid these lasers that he fires, and he has that little like shield thing that does somewhat protect him, even though... Oh my god, I have no rings now. Oh, fuck. Yeah, he does have the little shield thing, which actually does protect him from Sonic. And I... Fucking... The goddamn hitboxes in this, in this game are kind of a pain in the ass sometimes. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, we are back at the second phase. And, this phase isn't actually it's not too bad, but it is actually kind of tricky if you don't know if, you can't avoid the lasers in time. And there we go, that is Eggman finish. At least we would hope. It would actually end here in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, but it's actually not going to. And now we are going to the final boss in Sonic 3, Big Arm, which uses one of the best boss soundtracks in Sonic history. I fucking love Big Arm's music. It is so damn good. But also, Big Arm is actually not a pretty... He's actually not pretty... Well, actually, he's a pretty easy fight if you know his patterns, but all you basically gotta do is just avoid his hands. If you get caught by his hands, which I'll actually show you in a second, he will take you and slam you down. And, he can grab you as Super Sonic as well, and hurt Super Sonic too. He's literally the only boss in the game that can hurt Super Sonic. Think about that. But anyway, that is the end for Act 2. And normally it would just the thing would collapse, which it is about to. And of course the game would just end here after a little bit of other stuff. But since it's not going to end here, it is obviously just going to be a cutscene little thing. Let me force it over a little bit. And as you can see, the Death Egg is falling below. And in Sonic 3 it actually gets destroyed, but in this game, this is actually from Sonic 3 Complete, by the way, it actually crash lands into, and as you see, a Mushroom Valley Zone? Are you okay? But, yeah, I should probably fix this real quick. So, BRB. Alright, I am back, and, sorry about that. I did not know why that happened. So, what's down here? Holy shit! It's Knuckles! What did he do? What is that? What the fuck? What is that? Holy shit, it's a new ring. Oh, I forgot that I changed the music here to be different for I don't know why I did, but anyway, now we're at the second half of Sonic. Now we are at the second half of the Sonic 2 or no, Sonic 3. And now we are at the next special stages, because since Sonic and Knuckles have Okay, so I clearly fucked up because fuck. I didn't even mean to do that. Oh my god. This sucks ass. Alright, I guess we'll just continue on with the stage for now. But, obviously we gotta get back to... I do have a map on my thing, so I'm gonna be using that to find the big rings, because I do not know where the rest of the big rings are in the second half. shit. That should be fine, though. I mean, we got Tails with us, so we can just use his flight ability and just have him carry us. That way, we don't miss anything. So let's see. So it should be just to the. Oh god. So it should be just to the right of here. We're gonna use the peel off of this. I failed miserably. God damn it. Oh, Tails, you're gonna carry me up there. Alright, there we go. So anyway, as I was saying before, we are at the second half of Sonic 3, and now, and of course, since we're supposed to just in Sonic and Knuckles, now we officially get to do the second half of the special stages and collect the Super Emeralds and get Hypersonic. So I'm gonna start over here at the end, because I did not mean to start with that one. So we're gonna go from right to left. Not because it's easier, but because it'd just be better. But anyway. So these special stages are definitely a little bit harder. Now they're not that much harder, but we do have a new spear in the fray, the yellow one, which actually bounces us. So we gotta be careful about that. But I should be able to do this, or do these special stages, hopefully. Oh, that was neat. Where am I going? I forget where I'm going. Here, okay. Okay, there we go. That was the first special stage, and now we've got the first Super Emerald. Nice! Sonic got a Super Emerald. Ba-ba-dum, and there we go. Super Emerald number 1 acquired. And yeah, also unlike Sonic 3, well, Sonic 3 Part 1, there's actually 4 big rings per act. So we should be able to just find the rest of them pretty easily. So I think all we need to do is just jump down for this part. Okay. Let me see where we're going. Oh dear. Yeah, we just need to go down. Oh dear. Then just those ups and go over here. And alright, since we did this one, now let's go ahead and do the top one. Oh, this one's gonna be a bitch. I forgot about this one. This one is an asshole. This is okay, I think this might be one of my least favorite ones. I don't remember this one a whole lot, but I know this one's gonna be a pain in the ass. And even then, technically, this isn't even the first special stage, because the first special stages are actually technically, the first special stage of Sonic and Knuckles is actually technically in the middle. But I'm gonna be going from right to left, so I'm going from... So difficulty is not gonna matter in this sense. No! Fuck! No! Oh my god, oh my fucking god, I'm fucking up, I'm not concentrating hard enough, shit. We just need to stay on this path. And then we just need to spin, or no, that's not what we need to do. What we need to do is jump off this path. Should be going straight. And then we should be reaching, yeah, the next one. Okay, let's try this one again. Again, as I said, this one is going to be a bitch. Fuck! No! God damn it! Oh my fucking god! Oh my fucking god! Oh my fucking god! Oh my fucking god! Okay, I think I might... Okay. Honestly, unfortunately, I might actually have to give up on doing the special stage, second half of the special stages, because, I really do not want to do them, because, I clearly cannot concentrate enough on them, so, I think I'm just gonna skip them, and, when we get to the finale, and when we get to the finale, though, I will switch to my complete save file, and just play through there. That way we can, have Hypersonic. Or I could probably just switch to it. Or I could probably just switch to Reiko right now. I'll switch to him after we get past this stage. After we get past Mushroom Valley. Or Mushroom Hill, depending on how you want to call it, because again, Mushroom Valley is the original name for this stage before it was renamed to Mushroom Hill. So, which is interesting, not gonna lie. Alright, and now we are at the mini-boss, which is, this little log bitch. And as you can see, the music is different because I'm using the Sonic and Knuckles soundtrack for this. And that was pretty easy. And also, since we just got rid of the Chaos Emeralds, we cannot even use the Chaos Emeralds anymore. So we are basically, we basically don't have the Emeralds anymore for the rest of the game until we actually, turn them all into Super Emeralds. Holy shit, it's Knuckles! Holy shit, he's blowing me away! Oh, fuck! Oh, look, invincibility. And again, since we're getting the Sonic and Knuckles soundtrack, everything sounds way different. And a little bit poppier, but yeah, you would normally hear this through all of Sonic 3 and Knuckles, because they basically just replaced the music for those parts. Not sure, well, because I guess they just wanted to create their own music, but yeah. Because this is the only music they can technically redo, but of course, Ice Cap, but of course, the 3 stages before, Carnival, Ice Cap, and Launch Base still have their own issues, to where, obviously, you can't really, do the sound, where you can't really, release those without, oh, and now we're in the green parts. But can't really release those without dealing with legal mumbo jumbo. Ah, fuck. So yeah. Oh yeah, there's a special stage behind here, behind this chicken. I guess we'll go through it. We'll do one more special stage. We'll do the easiest one. This is supposed to be the first one, so we'll do this one, since this one's the easiest one out of all of them. And then we'll just give up for the rest, unfortunately. Because I don't know why I had to give up, but it's because I was failing a lot, so I just didn't want to, have to go through all these special stages and just to, well, because I didn't want to go through all these special stages just to, just to not be able to concentrate and not be able to do all this shit. Because, yeah, these special stages are a lot harder compared to Sonic 3's. I mostly blame it for these yellow bitches, because, they are a pain in the arse. Okay, there's 2 more. Fuck! Oh my god, I couldn't even do the easiest one. I'm so fucking lame. Well, we failed at that. So now, great. I'm sorry I couldn't do it, but I'm a failure, so I hate my life. Alright, so now we are at the, boss. And now we just need to destroy this. Holy shit, it's Eggman! How did he get back here? Alright, so now we are at the next boss, which, is a pretty tricky one if you don't know what you're doing. But basically, all you need to do is, dodge these spikes, as well as dodge Eggman's flames down below. And yeah, that's basically it for this one, so this isn't too much trouble when you have rings. No, I died right at the fucking end! God damn it, Tails! You made me die! Hypersonic, unfortunately. Okay, thank you, Tails. You did great. Okay, now we can officially move on. Get fucked, Eggman. Alright, and there we go. That is Mushroom Valley / Mushroom Hill. That was a pain in the ass for no reason. Well, it wasn't a pain in the ass. The boss was a pain in the ass, and getting the special stages were a pain in the ass. What the fuck you doing, Knuckles? Oh, shit! And alright, and now we are in Sandopolis, and I just switched to my other save file. And we are in the worst stage in the game, folks, because I do not like this stage. I love the music, but I just do not love the stage at all. It is not only... Well, Act 1 actually isn't too bad. I'd say Act 1 is actually alright. Act 2 is where it starts getting bad, though. Act 2 is probably the worst stage in the 3D Sonic series. Or not the 2D classic Sonic series, because holy shit, is it long, and it's also kind of a maze. It's also a maze kind of area, and I just fucking lost all my rings. God damn it! Yeah, it's a little bit of a maze to go through, and yeah, it really does suck. Yeah, I enjoyed Sonic Knuckles music, even if Sonic 3's music is a little bit nicer. I think there's a glitch here where if you use the invisibility shield and it's just stand on top of these spikes, you don't get hurt. I kind of like it. I kind of like it though. It's kind of funny. Look at Sonic standing on these spikes. Holy fucking shit, we're gonna fucking die. Holy fucking shit, this is going to be a fucking pain in the ass. This is goddamn fucking stupid. Okay. Oh, we're not done. Okay. Fuck out of the way, Rockin'. If that is your real name. Well, it actually is apparently its name, because, I only know its name because of a video. And, let's go ahead and just continue going. Oh, shit. Yeah, some of these parts are kind of annoying to deal with, but they aren't too bad. So, yeah, there's these little things, there's these little, like, there's these things where you actually have to grab. Fuck you in the ass! The enemies are also quite annoying in this stage, too. Because, the way they fucking just grapple onto you, like... And At this point, this is where the bullshit begins with these stages, honestly. Oh my fucking Christ! Like, fuck this enemy. Like, he's a fucking asshole. Anyway, let's go ahead and go to the, bonus stage so we can, grab some rings and also grab some shields. So, yeah. Oh, I don't need a bubble shield. Fire shield, I don't think that's gonna do shit, honestly. Oh my god, no, the rings! Oh god, I could have gotten those electric shields! Shit! Well, I did get plenty of rings, so... yeah, let's go ahead and jump all the way down. There we go. Oh god, that's not what I meant to do. Oh yeah, and there's these enemies. Okay, fuck it. Hypersonic, let's go! And here we go, and here we are as Hypersonic, which just flashes a bunch of colors, and he is also way faster. Like, his dash is also fucking fucking OP as shit. Cause he just destroys enemies off the screen. Like, it's fucking crazy. Like, look. Like, instant death. Like, goddamn. Like, he's fucking powerful as shit. Like, seriously. Oh, I see a big ring. Cool. Not gonna go through there, though, but... hey. Nice to know that's there. Well, actually, no, I'm not even gonna be able to reach it. I mean, if I get there with Tails, I could, but... no, that's no point. Anyway, we are at the mini-boss, and I'm gonna go ahead... oh. Because cutscene is playing. I hate that it's mapped to the same button. And here we are at the mini-boss, and I'm gonna go ahead and untransform for this. Not because, this boss is, easy peasy, but, basically you don't need to do anything. All you need to do is just bring him over to the sand, and let Tails die as well. Because who cares about him? And, once he jumps into that pit, he's down. The most pathetic boss in the series so far, honestly. Well, anyway, that is, Sandopolis Act 1. That was not a pain in the ass, but it was alright. But now we get to the fucky part. Act 2. Act 2 is a goddamn whore. Because not only do you have to deal with these, switches to, keep the lights on, but it's also kind of a bit of a maze kind of thing, too. Because if you fail at some of these parts, you will go or if you fall, you will go all the way down. But, I'm about to get... and now we have to... but also, we have to deal... but also, when the lights, go out, ghosts start appearing. What? A ghost! So, yeah. I do not like this act. This act is an asshole sometimes. Where am I going? Okay, there we go. I was about to say, where the hell are they going? Oh, now I remember. This is not the way to go. God damn it, I hate this stage so much. Okay, now we found our way. I don't think I need to go to the special stage, so... let me go ahead and deal with the ghosts, 'cause if it gets very completely dark, the ghost will start attacking, you know. So, you have to be aware of that. And the ghosts are like devils, because they also grow horns when it gets darker, 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 darker. Which honestly is kind of weird. And you also have to deal with those switches. I forgot to mention that when I was doing them, but those switches are your worst nightmare in this stage, because you have to be fast with these, because they go down fucking... Because they do not give you enough time to do most of them. Especially much later in the stage when, yeah, we're dealing with it right now, so we just gotta get there as quick as possible. At least I think. No, okay, we're fine. We didn't have to deal with that. We do have to deal with this one. Oh god, it's getting dorker. No, god, land of the goddamn thing. There we go. Oh, and then we gotta do with this part, which is where the sand raises up. And, yeah, you should be careful with this, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn supersonic just so I can be fast, but, yeah. Make sure you, are fast with this, because, you will get crushed if you do it wrong. Okay, now we gotta fucking, push this switch, just so we don't get crushed by the sand. Oh wait, the sand's fine. Okay, this is actually a little bit, harder. Or a little bit more of a pain in the ass. Because you can get crushed in some of these parts. Especially this part with these, platforms that have the spikes on them. Okay, Tails, could you fuck off, please? I need some light. I need lights. The ghosts are turning. The ghosts are turning evil. The ghosts are turning evil. The ghosts are turning evil. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm gonna get crushed. Fuck! No! Thanks, Tails. Okay, I'm back to where I was with. I'm back to where I was, and let's not. Oh god! Okay, let's not let the lights go out this time. So, okay. Come on, get me up there. The stand is still rising. It's standing here and it's realizing you were just like me. Fuck, what's the lyrics to the fucking song? Why am I forgetting the lyrics to a fucking song that I love to death? Okay. There we go. Oh, jeez, that was fast. Oh, God. I almost got myself crushed there. God damn. Oh, God, I hate those enemies. They're so annoying. I mean, I'm glad I didn't get hit by them, but God, they're fucking annoying as shit. Let me go ahead and turn supersonic and just so, or hypersonic, so I don't have to deal with this bullshit. What the fuck? Are you serious? Okay, and think that's a Knuckles, and that's a Knuckles part, I believe, if I remember correctly. As again, as I've said, Knuckles has his own sections, which I still think is kind of cool, but eh. Oh god, what the hell? Okay, we're not in the whole section. Okay, there we go. Now we're going where we need to go. Oh god. Okay, well, let's be quick with this. Even though that didn't really do much, but hey. What the hell? Oh, here we go. Now we're at the boss. Boss is not too annoying when you have hypersonic, but when you do have regular Sonic, he can be a little bit annoying. Because you basically just gotta hit that eye, and then you just gotta keep attacking Eggman before he undoes that. And that was Sandopolis. Sandopolis is a whore, but it's And now we fall to our doom. And now we are going to Lava Reef, which is honestly pretty mixed in terms of how most people feel about it. I'm one of those people who like it mostly because of the music. Because the music in this stage is fucking amazing. And this is the stage that I don't want to turn hypersonic in because I want to listen to this fucking awesome music. And hell, even the remix in Mania is very good too. Okay, we should probably use this fire shield since this is a fire level. I think that's why most people hate this stage, because of the fire, but also the stage can also be a little bit of a maze too. Because there are some sections where you don't even know where you're going. That's the only thing that I hate about this stage, is the maze portion. Which isn't an issue in Act 1, I'd say, but it is an issue in Act 2 especially. But I guess we'll just have to see when we get to that. Yeah, I would recommend using the fire shield. I would recommend using the fire shield the whole time. Well, obviously the whole time when you're in the stage, just because, you know. And I think Tails died. Yeah, the stage could be a little bit of an asshole, but it's not too bad. I don't need that. I don't want the electric shield. Well, that's not giving me any choice, technically. Yeah, it wasn't really giving me any choice. What the? Oh! I see the special ring, and of course the special ring and the rings share their own color palettes, which is probably why the rings were doing that. I never knew that. That's actually kind of hilarious. But also kind of cool too. Oh, right, we need to spin dash for this one. Okay, there's no checkpoint. Okay, here's another fire shield. Nice. Okay. Now we can just use that. Now, I don't know when we're gonna get to the boss, but we should be getting to it soon. Oh, we're supposed to spend. Yeah, we're supposed to spend dash in that part and just have that take us to victory. Oh shit. What is that? Oh, fuck me in the ass! And oh god, the boulder's chasing me. The spike boulder's chasing me. Come on, let me get up! There we go. Oh dear! Okay, we need to find... Oh my god, we're straight here! No! I think we could go down here. I don't remember where this takes us, but it should take us away from there. Fuck! God damn it, I keep losing my rings, and I want to use that for the fucking mini-boss here. Oh great, the lava's, I don't even think I know about this section. I forgot this section even existed. Oh, come on. Are you serious? Why the fuck would you put that there? Level design is not too good either, by the way. It can be a pain in the ass sometimes. Especially with some sections. It's like Metropolis Zone's bullshit. Okay, and let's destroy those, because those deal with clouds and make us where are we going? I guess we're going down. Oh, I didn't even realize that switch. But anyway, now we're at the mini-boss. Now, the mini-boss actually isn't that bad, but I did want to use, kind of hypersonic for this, but it's fine. Oh, right, this is not that stage. Oh my god. That was so embarrassing. Okay, there we go, and now we just need to destroy the hands. Now, there will be a trick later for this one, but... Well, a trick later for, spin dashing, but... I'm not gonna but obviously we can't use it for this. For whatever reason, I'm not sure why, even though it's kind of the same thing. But I guess you'll just have to see when we, get to that boss. So... Alright, there we go. The hand's finally destroyed. Did we get anything? Lightning shield? Sure, why not? That actually works. And anyway, that's the end for Act 1. Act 1 is not too bad, but Act 2 is not as good. And now we are going through the, this is actually technically the Hidden Palace parts of the, well, it's actually a Hidden Palace kind of thing. Because it does use the same palette as, this version's Hidden Palace, which will be, our next stage after this. But this act is the point where it is basically a maze level, because there are so many sections in this level that, kind of feel maze-like, and, I don't like that. Actually, what the hell's up here? Oh my god, I just got hit. Shit. I don't even think you can get up there. Well, let's just keep going this way. Alright, I was about to say, why is there a laser? Oh yeah, they just jump up. You can't spin dash, around them, or walk, or run around them. Okay. Oh, thanks, Tails. You didn't need to do that, but okay. Alright, let's go ahead and bring ourselves up on these. Okay. Oh, yeah, I might as well get to the bonus stage, why not? Get some, fire. Get a fire shield. That's a water shield. That's not a fire shield. That's still a water shield. That's not a fire shield. That's a fire shield. But we'll go ahead and collect the rings while we're at it. I think that black thing is supposed to be a bumper. But, of course, it doesn't really affect us when we're on these little magnet things. So, yeah. Oh, dear. You actually can complete this bonus stage, because there actually is an exit, but most people don't actually get to complete it. Weirdly enough. Probably because I think usually when people, got what they need, they just usually go down because it's the quickest route, but... Oh, I wanted to complete it! I wanted to do it like nobody else does. Alright, let's go ahead and go through. Oh my... I already lost the damn shield. God damn it. Well, let's go ahead and go hypersonic for a minute, just so we can, get through this bullshit. Oh, we got a fire shield. Oh, nice. I'll go ahead and turn it off for now. So I do kind of want to keep the rings. Because I will probably need it for our next boss. If I don't have the fire shield. That is. Well, we'll see. Well, actually... Because I do give you the fire shield before the boss, so... You'll see what I mean when we get to it. Because, oh, go on. Oh my god. Okay, we gotta be careful here. Has these spikes. hate the 3D aspect of this. It's so assifying. Oh god. Okay, let's go ahead and just go super so we can just get past that. So we don't have to fucking lose our rings. Oh, that was close. Okay, I think we're towards the end of the stage now. I think we're getting to that point at least, I believe. Eh, whatever. It doesn't really matter to me. Are we? Not yet. No. Okay. Never mind. We're not at the end yet. We're getting there, but we're not there just yet. I guess I'll let you know when we get to it, but yeah. Get these crumbly. Oh, now we're at the end. Okay, never mind. We're fine. Hey, look, it's a death egg there. Why is it so small? Goddamn. Jeez. Oh, hey, Knuckles. Oh, you son of a bitch, Knuckles! You're an asshole, you little shithead! Oh, now it's a lot bigger there. Okay, well, I guess I make... Oh, fuck, I lost all my rings, god damn it. Okay, and there's Eggman in the background. Now we are at our next boss, which, actually has two sections to it, because, we are dealing with missiles right now, which Eggman is firing at us, because he's an asshole. Oh god, Tails just died. Fuck. Get fucked, Tails. So yeah, basically, all we gotta do is just keep going through this section, and we should be fine. Okay, we can also... Oh my god! Okay, we can also use this, checkpoint to, get ourselves something. Kinda wanna... Yeah, I wanna get ourselves, some rings, because we probably might need those. If we lose the fire shield, that is. Because I think, because honestly, you will need the fire shield for this boss. If you don't get it, it'll be a lot harder. Okay, now we're continuing where we are. Just jumping down, and then we go down. Don't get that electric shield. Get the fire shield. Because this boss fight takes place on the lava, and you will probably need to use the fire shield for this, because otherwise you would only have these platforms to jump on. Using the fire shield makes the boss a lot easier. And you'll see what I mean in a moment when the boss actually fucking appears. I don't know why. There we go, okay. And there's Eggman. So basically, you can't hurt Eggman. You gotta let these bombs hurt him. And, of course, obviously, you gotta avoid the bombs to make sure it doesn't hit you. Okay, and then he's gonna swap to the other side and do that. But yeah, this boss is pretty easy. It is actually one of the longest in terms of how many hits it takes, because it actually takes 14 hits. Now, there is a setting where you can actually make it 8, but I'm not gonna do that. I made it to the original 14. Because I don't know why the hell is, this long in the original. It makes no damn sense. Shit! Okay, okay, we're fine. I mean, we could do platforming, I'm not a pussy. It's those parts where it fucking... Oh my god, this boss fight is so long. I forget how long this boss fight is. It's so annoying. But we should be close to the end. There we go, finally! God, that took a while. Okay, now we just have to hit this, and there we go. That is the end for Lava Reef. That was actually not too bad. But now we are going to the next stage, which is actually Hidden Palace Zone. And of course, I'm using the Sonic 3 credits music for this stage. I'm not sure why, but hey. And this is actually the part where we actually want to get plenty of rings. Because, this is a, because this fight is because this, stage is actually a boss fight room. Because we are actually going to be fighting Knuckles during this. So, okay, we need at least 20, I believe. Okay, and there's a little warp beam. Do we have enough rings? Yes, we do. Okay. Let's get to the, this. So, we need to get a come on. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Let's go ahead and just end it. We'll just go ahead and end it. So now that we're here, now it is time to fight Knuckles. And we're just gonna use Hypersonic through this and just fucking do this. And that's the prototype music for Knuckles' fights too. But if you could see here, we have this little shrine thing here with which seems like it's actually predicting the future kind of thing. And holy shit, we have all the Super Emeralds, and holy shit! What the hell is Eggman doing? He's taking the Master Emerald! Knuckles! You got tricked by Eggman? Are you an idiot?
Shut up!
We can actually hit Eggman here, but he will not die. He is too involved. And now, Knuckles realizes, he's the idiot.
Shut up!
And, he got tricked. Alright, Knuckles. Alright, follow you? Cool. Let's go. And now he's panting like a dog. And now we are going to Sky Sanctuary Zone. This is only a one-act deal, and Sky Sanctuary Zone is also a one-act deal. Holy shit, the music. I almost forget how fucking great this music is. But now the Death Egg is officially up and running now. Which isn't good. So, we got to deal with the Death Egg. While we wait for Knuckles to get up. He can't jump that far, that's bullshit. If we actually, I think if we stay here, he's gonna do something, I know he should, I believe. But yeah, he's just gonna keep panting there like a dog. He should just, I don't know how long it takes him to do it, but let's just forget about it. Maybe, or yeah, no, let's just forget about it because he's supposed to just shoo you away. Like, go get Eggman, get my fucking Master Emerald. And now and again, as I said, we're in Sky Sanctuary, which is actually a pretty good stage, not gonna lie. It's actually probably one of the better stages during the end. Because not only is it a one-act deal, but it's also pretty fun too. And also the music here is just amazing too. So we're dealing with these little egg robos here. Okay. Careful with these platforms. Oh, that fucker! That fucking little shithead! He just sniped my ass! God damn it! Oh my god. This is dumb as shit. Alright, well, let's try this again. Let's try platforming this one more time. Without him fucking hitting me. There we go. Okay. Oh, gotta bounce on these spots, right. And now we are about to with a few mini-bosses. And I actually, it's actually not like that. It actually just uses the normal mini-boss. But now we are fighting Mecha Sonic. Who, he's well, actually, no, he's really easy, actually. But basically, he'll do the first two, but basically, his, two first phases are basically just gonna be remembering the first two bosses in, Sonic 1 and Sonic 2. And I think it's actually kind of cool, not gonna lie. So, wait, what? I forget what this is. Yeah, it just carries you. Okay. Come on. Okay. Get to Sky's. And actually, fun fact, in Knuckles' story, this would actually be the last zone for Knuckles' story. He doesn't get to go to the Death Egg or anything. He just because Mecha Sonic is actually his final boss in the game. So, yeah. Oh yeah, he's using this, no, it's not the first one, but... but it's the Metropolis, boss fights, so... But it's way fucking easier than the original, so... It's kind of funny. Alright, there we go. And then of course, after this, we'll actually be able to fight Mecha Sonic for real. Oh god, dodge all that closely. Oh my god, we're falling. Why did I do that? Oh yeah, there's clouds here. I didn't even realize those. Okay. Jump up here because these are platforms. Alright. There we go. Ugh. Careful of that. Oh my god, holy shit. Okay. Now we're at the next warp thing, and yeah, we are getting close to the end now. Soon enough, at least. Oh my god. What the hell, Tails? Are you serious? What are you doing, bud? Alright. And now we just need to teleport up here, and now we are going to fight Mecha Sonic, who destroys our warp thing. Now, Mecha Sonic's actually not too bad. He can be a little bit of a pain in the ass, but he's actually not too bad. He's actually a little bit worse in Knuckles' story when you fight him. Because, in Knuckles' story, he actually uses the power of the Master Emerald to actually go super. But of course, the only thing, but yeah, now he is, down for the count. Because he actually doesn't get destroyed, since Knuckles' story takes place after Sonic's story. So, yeah. And now we gotta jump off. But, the only thing Mecha Sonic is known for is for being, Metatrex on the, Super Mario Bros. Z, show. That's the only thing he's known for nowadays, unfortunately, which I don't even know why. And now we've gone on to the Death Egg, which is the last, proper zone in this game. So, yeah, Death Egg. Not my favorite, honestly. It's actually kind of a pain in the ass sometimes. Especially with some of the enemies here sometimes, but it's also very fucking electrifying. So you'll want the lightning shield for this stage when you get it. I don't need water? Fuck off. Oh my god, this... God damn it. Oh shit. Oh, here's an electric shield. Nice. We'll be fine now. Oh, okay. Sure. What the hell do we do here? Oh, we just jumped down. Okay, I'm stupid. And also, Death Egg is it is also a anti-gravity stage too. Because you do deal with some anti-gravity stuff here in this stage, so... Mostly in Act 2, though. You don't really deal with it in Act 1, but Act 2 is where it... Oh my fucking god. Act 2 is where it starts getting a little bit fucky. Oh my god. These are like the fucking new versions of those like star things in fucking Metropolis Zone. They're fucking annoying. The music here, though, is pretty good. It's not one of my favorite tracks. Okay, Sonic, sure. But this stage isn't one of my favorite tracks, but it's a pretty good track. Because all of Knuckles and Sonic music are actually pretty good. Okay, who put springs in the middle of a damn forest? Okay, oh my god, I'm forgetting where we're going. Nope, we're not going here. That's a different way. Okay, there we go. Holy shit, the fucking shit. Holy fucking shit. Okay, yeah. Timing is also kind of important with this stage because you do have to deal with some of those little like platform things, which I don't like. Okay. Now that we got our electric shield again, we can just use this, and we'll be pretty much fine. Oh god. Okay, be careful of this. Shit. There we go. Okay. Okay, be careful of that too, because you electrifying if you don't have the lightning shield, that is. But we do, so we are completely immune to these. So, yay! Oh yeah. Oh wait, no. Oh, we're getting to this section. This section is actually not very fun. It's actually probably, I think this is actually kind of the worst section in this stage. Because it could be kind of confusing, but when you hit all those bumpers, you do get to the end, so. Oh shit. Holy shit, I didn't even know these were in Act 1. I usually see those in Act 2. So that's interesting. I didn't know these were in Act 1. I thought these were only in Act 2. That's interesting. Okay, so I gotta stop. There we go. Okay, well, let me go and use Hypersonic, because we're now at the mini-boss, which is actually, kind of annoying to deal with as normal Sonic, but he's, much easier when you're Hypersonic, obviously. But he does have a second phase to the fight, so... He's still an annoying little bitch. He's a fucking pain in the ass. Like, cause, what the fuck is this bullshit? What the hell is he doing? Fucking Christ, oh my god. Like, that was fucking stupid. That's probably one of the worst mini-bosses in the game, honestly. But anyway, that is Act 1, and now we are going to Act 2, our last traditional stage of the game. Oh shit, we're dropping. Hey look, we're in space. Sonic's breathing in space. How the fuck does he do that? That makes no goddamn sense. I mean, Eggman can breathe in space too, which honestly makes even less sense. Okay, and this is where I was talking about the zero gravity sections, because, zero gravity is actually kind of the name of the game of this specific stage. And, it's kind of annoying, but it is kind of cool, actually. Oh, shit. Because, like, anti-gravity sections are always usually pretty cool. Okay, make sure we dodge that. Dodge that, too, so, god. Alright, so, deal with those little, not warp things, but, those little, oh, what do you call them? Like, I guess elevators? I guess? I don't know. I don't know what to call them. Oh, there's a switch for the anti-gravity. I rarely ever see that. You rarely ever see this, in the, game, probably because you're usually in different sections. Well, sometimes you're in different sections. Okay, who put springs in the middle of a damn forest? Stop putting springs in the middle of a damn platform, like, or middle of a damn area. We don't like this, Sega. Okay. Turn off the anti-gravity. Oh, jeez. Okay, let me go and use hypersonic for this, so I can just dodge the throw. Hey, look, it's an Eggman monitor, which actually makes you get hurt. So I would not recommend touching that because if you don't have rings, you'll die. It's actually kind of cruel, honestly. Well, it's not that cruel because you can usually see them, but even because in Sonic 3's because in Sonic 3 there's actually a lot more Eggman monitors compared to Sonic 3 and Knuckles, because again, as I said, Sonic 3 and Knuckles is Sonic 3 levels are easier in those versions compared to the original version. I'm not sure why. Maybe it was to tone down the difficulty a little bit, because in Hydro City, the monitor that we saw was rings was actually a spring originally. Okay, we gotta use these. We gotta use speed to use these. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. Because it was originally a spring that would just push you into the fucking thing, into the wall that came for you. So I don't know why it does that. Let me go ahead and use supersonic or hypersonic for this one. Did we go down here or did we not? I don't think we do, actually. Oh yeah, we just gotta, well, turn off the anti-gravity shit first. I think below this is, yeah, I think below that's the bottom's pit, so. God. When will this stage end? The stage is so assifying. I don't, again, as I said, I don't really like Def Egg. This version's Def Egg. The traditional stage in a sense. So, yeah. But we're getting close to the end, I know that. Hopefully we can finally get to it. Def Egg is also one of those tracks where the music barely changes. Because it actually did, because it barely even changed here. I'm not sure why, but it's weird. Well, actually, I don't even know if it's changed, but it just sounds too similar to Act 1. For whatever reason. I do not know why. I think Sega just got lazy. Maybe. Or they just didn't have anything to choose. Or any remixes to choose, because everything else is, because all the other stages that had Act 1 had Act 2 sound similar to Act 1 were at least like different. They would actually have like different tones to them for whatever the reason. Why am I not grabbing that checkpoint? I should probably do that. I think, yeah, we're at the boss now. So the boss is kind of a bit tricky because you actually can't even hurt the boss. What you actually need to do is you need to use these little bombs here to use its to do that to the boss. But of course you can only do it with the spike parts, and the boss also has bumpers on them to protect itself. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and use hypersonic for this, just so I can actually not lose my rings. So I think because after this stage, well, actually not even after this act, because the act is actually a lot longer. Because they combined the last part of, because they actually combined the last part of this stage into the next section. So you'll want your rings for this if you want to use hypersonic for this. Okay, we're almost good. God damn it. hate this boss so much, I swear. There we go, we're finished. Okay. Yo, it's Eggman! Let's chase after him! What the fuck are you doing, Sonic? Oh, whoa, there's a little clip. Okay, now it is time for our second fight with the Death Egg robots, which is actually much more massive this time. I'm not sure why. And we are also dealing with Big Arm 2 music. So for this fight, all you have to do is basically just spin dash into the fingers, and you'll actually be very much golden. Because you can't get hurt. It's kind of funny, honestly. Okay, and there we go. That's the end for phase 1. Phase 2 is a bit of a tricky fucker. Okay, I want to listen to Death Egg, so let's not use Hyper Psy. So what Eggman is doing here is he's using the fucking Master Emerald as a goddamn laser beam. But also Tails is a fucking asshole with this fight. He fucking sucks in the second phase, because what I would recommend doing is actually letting Tails hit the Death Egg robots. Do not hit the Death Egg robot yourself, because when you have Tails with you, he will hit the boss no matter what. And of course, when he is hit, he has invincibility frames, and you will fall. So I'll show you the trick that you actually need to do with this next section. So okay, I'm back to where I was. So what you need to do, so what you want to do is so hit that and wait and make Tails well, if I had rings, this would have been fine, but you don't get any more rings after this. So you're basically fucked for most of the entire stage, which is very fucking unfortunate. Okay, I'm back to where I was again. So again, you want to hit the thing and let Tails hit it. And make sure you dodge that laser, because that laser will kill you. Come on, Tails, what the hell are you doing? Don't get hit by the fire. Hey, Tails died. Fuck! Okay, we're officially back to where we were, finally. Okay, so basically, all you gotta do is dodge the fire, let Tails hit the cockpit when you hit the nose, and dodge the laser. It's easier said than done, but it's not horrible. Thank you, Tails, for not being entirely useless. Holy fuck, I thought I was gonna get hit there for a second. Holy shit. The fire is actually the one problem that I actually have, but I don't have a problem. No! Fuck you, Tails! Anyway, as I was saying before I got a fruit. No! God fuck! No! Why the fuck did I do that? Okay, anyway, as I was saying before I got rudely interrupted by fucking Tails defeating the boss, I don't actually have a problem with the laser. The laser's actually not too terrible. It's the fire that I have the issue with, because the fire is not that easy to dodge, especially when you don't fucking see it coming. Though the timing on the laser is actually kind of difficult if you don't know the timing. Finally, we are done with the second phase, and now we are gonna have one last chase down with Eggman as he tries to take the Master Emerald. Which we're not gonna let him! We're not gonna let this Eggman win! And yeah, you want to be careful because you can fall just like Tails did. Since the Death Egg is actually fucking crumbling, too. And there, that is the end for Death Egg Zone, and Eggman just took the Master Emerald away, because now we are going to the actual final zone, if you collected all the Chaos Emeralds, Doomsday Zone. Probably the most famous zone in this game. Well, probably not the most famous one, but the most famous finale in the Sonic series. And and probably the first one, too, because, holy shit, this is a banger fucking finale, because holy shit. Because I fucking love this fight. But of course, as Hypersonic, you were running out of rings, and if you run out of rings, you die. So, be careful. So right now we are dealing with the first phase. There's only 2 phases for this one. But basically, what you want to do is collect basically enough rings and try and dodge most of these meteors. And, yeah. That's basically what you want to do before you get to this guy. Because you can't even hurt... Because, actually, you can't even hurt him. You have to use his missiles in order to hurt him. So basically, what you want to... So basically, you want to go in a circle. So when he fires his laser, or his missiles, just circle around him. If you can, that is. And, use the missiles to guide it into his face. It's not horrible, but it is not easy, especially because when you get hit by the missiles, you get knocked back, and yeah, it's kind of annoying to deal with. So, but it's not terrible, because this phase is actually the only bad phase. Because now we are dealing with the second phase, which is the actual original Death Egg robot. Because as you see, it is very reminiscent of the Death Egg robots. Now this section is actually worse. Because what you want to do is, because since you're running out of rings, you want to stand back and grab as many rings as you can, or as you think you can, before you actually start tackling the Death Egg robots. Because as you saw, he has those little missile things, and those fuckers hate you. So what you want to do, but of course, yeah, exactly what the fuck is going on. So basically, when you hit him, you get tumbled back, and yeah, it's not fucking easy to deal with. Especially since, you know, we're running out of rings. We are going to run out of rings, and we are going to lose. But also, if you are... But anyway, that is the end for the Death Egg robots, and now that is the end for this game as well. And now we as Hypersonic are using Sonic to using Hypersonic to get the Master Emerald back down. And as you see, there's Tails. I don't know why the hell he got the tornado so goddamn fast, but hey. And now we're going to return the Master Emerald back to Knuckles. Because Angel Island is actually in the ocean right now, because ever since Eggman stole the Master Emerald, the island fell into the ocean. And actually, normally this would play Sky Sanctuary's music. I don't know why, but I did make it play the Sonic 3 credits music instead, so, yeah. And there we go! That is officially the end for Sonic 3. And Knuckles, technically, but yeah, that is the end for Sonic 3. And, yeah, and there's Yuji Naka, the producer. But yeah, honestly, so far, Sonic 3, it's still an amazing goddamn game. And, yeah. Lots of Sonic fans agree. This is the best 2D Sonic game in the classic Sonic series, not counting Mania. Because I do think Mania has some better things about Sonic 3, but Sonic 3 still has some things about the game that makes it still good to play to this day. Even if some of the stages, especially in the second half, are pretty annoying to deal with. But yeah, and it's nice, honestly. Just had to sing Lovery. But yeah, that is the end for Sonic 3. And yeah, I do believe when the Sonic team produces the game, they did make the real ultimate Sonic game and the real ending and the real ultimate ending to the classic Sonic series, because pretty much after this, classic Sonic was not really dormant, but it was evolving. Because of course after this we got 3D Blast on the Genesis as well as the Saturn. And that's pretty much the only Sonic games that we actually got for literally years until Sonic Adventure. Ooh, PS Vita port? I didn't even know they ported it to the PS Vita. There's a lot of ports actually to this game. You can play this on mobile, you can play this on console. You can play it a lot of places. Saxman and Sonic Retro, nice. A big thank you to all supporters of this project. You are the best. Thank you. And that's a banger finale. And that's going to be the end for this video for me to talk.